Well, it's that time again, and no, I don't mean easily spotting twat waffles that dress up their cars like reindeer for the holidays to spice up the fact that you're driving a boring-ass town and country. It's time for the Call of Duty News of the Week, and there's been some controversy within the community regarding a hot fix. 43.4.22.5 included, among other things, quote, matchmaking tweaks. Users started claiming the introduction of skill-based matchmaking in Black Ops 3 with anecdotal evidence that makes even the Michael Brown case seem rock solid, and even T. Martin uploaded a video claiming that it was introduced without any facts and then ranting about it for 8 minutes too long. Vonderhaar then tweeted out this earlier today, quote, anything for subs and views. We didn't introduce anything. Connection is king and continues to do so. Period. End of conversation.
Shots fired.
Late last night, which, by the way, I was actually streaming when this happened, so here's my shameless plug for my Twitch. Follow me to get an email whenever I go live. I had a game settings change on me that some see as the reversal of the skill-based matchmaking that was introduced with the previous hotfix. So, what exactly is the truth behind this entire mess? Digging through some Reddit posts, Vonderhaar claims that there was an unintended side effect of their new matchmaking fix, and they're collecting data to understand why lobbies had a less stable connection and were more difficult to find than previously. On the Activision support page, unlike in Advanced Warfare and Black Ops 2, it mentions abso-fucking-lutely nothing about skill being a factor in matchmaking, and in this episode of Black Ops 3 Fridays, before the game was actually released, the devs said the following.
Will there be skill-based matchmaking in Black Ops 3 multiplayer?
Skill is not a big component of matchmaking at all. It's not really what we do with our skill calculations is primarily for balancing teams once they get matched into the lobby. So it's not about, the matchmaking is primarily about network quality and making sure that players have the best experience online that they possibly can.
So those are the facts there, not some random anecdotes about a sliver in time, which isn't enough of a sample size for even a shitty Fox News poll. Bottom line, there is a bit of skill involved in putting games together, which is why Weagle's 8 teammates have the collective IQ of less than 30, but there is no evidence that skill-based matchmaking is involved in the game. Call it the placebo effect, but I can't believe people would actually listen to somebody else on the internet without proof and believe that it's true. Correlation also does not equal causation, people. Have you been watching the gameplay in the background, which has been stuttering more than Porky Pig with the lag spikes? This was recorded after the matchmaking fix had been rolled back, and this lobby is the worst lag I've experienced in the game so far. This is as much quote-unquote proof that skill-based matchmaking still exists even after the hotfix is rolled off due to the ranks in the lobby and how shitty the connections are. What were they originally fixing exactly? Maybe how about trying to change the fact that games are still more lopsided than the standings of the Pacific Division in the NBA. Other fixes from various hotfixes include one that puzzles the fuck out of me. Quote, you can be killed by your own score streaks again, end quote. Vaughn, did you not see my why is this still a thing video? AI control streaks should have friendly fire because you can't control what they do. It's common fucking sense, but apparently that eludes most programmers for beepity bops. Speaking of score streaks, the Hellstorm was buffed again, as was the Wraith's defense. It's almost as if Treyarch finally figured out what makes a Call of Duty game fun in the first place. Friendly Harriers ready for deployment. They have finally removed fall damage, which is counterintuitive to trying to get people to use the advanced movement system, kind of like 0.9999 repeating is actually equal to 1. And lastly, updates to the black market, which I guess I might as well bag on now. 3 new melee weapons are added, and unlike in Advanced Warfare, these variants aren't more powerful than the base weapons, or so we think until someone figures out the different melee speeds. The weapons include a butterfly knife, since so many YouTubers make a fuss over knives in CSGO, and they just introduced it into the game instead of actually understanding why they're fussing. It's due to the fact that they're actually worth real money because there's a fully fleshed out trading system unlike we have in Call of Duty, not just because they look cool. And like in Advanced Warfare, 2 anachronistic weapons into a futuristic shooter, a set of brass knuckles since it's easy port over from zombies, and a wrench since Treyarch has apparently been playing a lot of Clue at the office. Also a new item are Call of Duty points, which were something that was in the original Black Ops game 6 years ago, but are being tacked on later. Considering how successful advanced supply drops were in Advanced Warfare, which made it generate more revenue than Ghost despite lower game sales, a similar system is being added for both the black market and Dr. Monty's factory. There's now 3 forms of currency involved. Actual dollars, which turn into CoD points, which then turn into either crypto keys or liquid divinium, which turn into items, so who knows how much the packs will actually be fucking worth. You can use the Call of Duty points to buy additional Black Ops 3 content, including extra slot packs, which means that besieging is almost meaningless since you could buy extra classes anyways. And no, it's not really pay to win because even though you have more classes to combat the cheat cheese, it won't make you actually win gunfights. Oh, and since Activision is spelt with a $, the ability to buy liquid divinium directly is available on last-gen consoles, even though they can't properly render out the vials of them. Other last-gen news this week included the announcement that the Awakening DLC, which has been officially announced for February 2015 on PS4 first, will not be coming to last-gen consoles. They'll probably make more than enough money from selling the micro DLC that I previously mentioned to not be worth the devs' time in order to port down the DLC. And speaking of running up your mom's credit card, a new personalization pack called CoD Warriors is available for $3.99, with the proceeds going directly towards veteran unemployment via the Call of Duty Endowment charity. Given how shit the camo looks, I'd rather just donate the $4 directly. And finally, a non-Black Ops 3 news. The original Black Ops, which was slated for backwards compatibility this month on Xbox One, is no longer in the list of games. I guess Activision is still rethinking on how to make some extra cash by repackaging games and charging for nostalgia bundles, since idiots keep buying them, a la Master Chief Collection, Gears of War Ultimate Edition, and The Last of Us. Anyways, that's going to do it for the Call of Duty news of the week. I've been the Schwantz27, out like Jose Marino in Chelsea. Until next time.